Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Caring Community Talks, the podcast presented by Transporion. Today, we're diving in one of the hot topics of the logistics world, real time visibility, with a special guest from Geba Trans. Welcome, Rob. It's a pleasure to have you with us today, and we're looking forward to hearing from your experiences with the Visibility Hub, the real time visibility solution at Transporion, and how it was impacted your operations. But before we begin, it'd be great to hear a little introduction on what Geba Trans is and what it does, and also about yourself and your role in the company.
Good morning, Roy. Good morning. Thank you for inviting us. I'm trying to, let's say, inform you a little bit more about Geba Trans. Our company is existing for more than 28 years for the moment. We have our head office in Venlo. We are working with approximately, at this moment, 30 people in our office, and we are arranging transport all over Europe. Our main goal is to have total care of transport for our clients, which means that we arrange the transport from A to Z, and also the visibility is a part of this, let's say, activities where we are speaking today about.
Can you share with us when and how Geba Trans first started using Transporion services and what specific challenges Geba Trans sought to solve with our platform?
We are using Transporion already for our booking slots, which means that clients are asking us to make it the slots for loading and unloading in their premises. So for that reason, we already have some knowledge about the Transporion. Secondly, it is for us indeed. We worked before with Project 44, another, let's say, colleague competition of you, where we have started working with the visibility. We have seen that they did not, let's say, expand or invest in a further network into Europe. And for that reason, we start speaking with Transporion for looking for more, let's say, new advantages for us. So we have been working with Transporion now for the visibility hub for quite some, let's say, 2-3 years. And it is for us, let's say, an expanding activities. And we are really, it helps us to support our clients, to give them more insight into our trucks, where they are, when they arrive, when they are able to depart. And this total care of transport is for us a very important issue to have the visibility hub with our clients.
And how has your relationship with the platform evolved during the years?
Now, as mentioned already before, we worked with the booking slots within Transporion. And after this, we start working with the visibility hub. What we have seen indeed that we have also had some discussions with Luc Egerman, where they introduced also a white paper, how we worked with this, how we start working, which challenge which we had, etc., etc. We are working Transporion quite a long time, right?
And what led you to explore Transporion's Visibility Hub as a solution?
First of all, the wishes came from our clients. Clients have asked us to prepare, let's say, a certain kind of visibility to our shipment, to their shipments, which they have on the road, so which we have already loaded at the different clients. When they will arrive, when they will depart, do they have some delay? Are there some traffic jams? For that reason, okay, we make this connection more alive for us. Secondly, also for our planners. Our planners are able to check via a simple link in our TMS system that to follow up on the transport. So when they see that there is a certain kind of delay, they are able to give the client also this pre-information. This is also for us very important, of course. And secondly, we also made an implementation into our TMS system to check via a link where the trailer is, when they will arrive, etc., etc. But also one of our biggest clients, they started to work with Transporion, but also with the relation to the visibility hub. So we have a monthly discussion with this client to see, is there some improvement? Are there some things we have to change in the follow-up? Because they simply have the obligation to work with this. And to be more proactive, that was for us very important to also inform our clients in time when there is a delay or when there is a certain kind of problem on the road.
Okay, so how did you implement the Visibility Hub, and did you integrate it in your TMS systems, or do you use it more in the context of the Transporion transportation management system?
And we implement this into our TMS system. So in our transport planning, we are able to come via a link to directly to Transporion, where we can follow the truck. Of course, everything is important that the correct information is into the system, and so truck number, let's say also the company name. So this has to be done first. Secondly, we have done also some checks via internally, because we see then how many shipments do we have on the road, but also how many trucks and how many companies do have the link with Transporion to follow him. Because we know that not all our let's say hauliers are linked to the system, but we will come to later in this what kind of challenge which we faced.
Okay. So how are you using the data provided by the Visibility Hub, and how has it influenced your decision-making process?
We know that we have a certain kind of let's say hauliers where we have been able to connect via the system via Transporion. This is not 100%, but so we can choose in relation to the transport which haulier is able to carry out the transport. So as soon as he's not able to have the link with Transporion, we can choose, okay, is it possible to have this connection, yes or no? So we can be proactive in this, for which clients needs the visibility and which client does not need to have the visibility. So we can be flexible in this. Yeah.
And how has Visibility Hub influenced collaboration and communication within your team?
Okay, our team and our planners do have the possibility to have this check indeed which trailer has the connection with Transporion. So he is able to make his own choice. He is able to make his own follow-up and to be more proactive to our clients. So this is a possibility.
In what ways has Visibility Hub impacted your transport execution? What effect has it had on waiting times, truck planning, route optimization, etc.?
Okay, finally we have been able to discuss with the clients as soon as there's a problem at the loading or unloading place when a driver has been standing there. At that moment that the driver has been waiting for 3 or 4 hours, you can have an open discussion, and we can see it also via the Transporion link, how long a driver has been standing there. A driver cannot hide himself. He has been, of course, there for standing for some hours, but we can have an open discussion about the total care of transport. And this total care of transport does mean that we have been able, or we are able to avoid eventually extra cost, avoid some cost for the clients they have to pay instead in a certain way that we are standing there for too long. So we are able to discuss this in an open way and by trying to avoid cost in a general aspect.
Can you share a specific success story in how Visibility Hub helped your team respond to unexpected disruptions?
And we have had an example, for example, that we have been standing in France, and the client was waiting for the truck, and it was raining. It was very dark, and the truck was standing at a roundabout, almost 1 kilometer from the unloading place. And because we had the link, we could see him where we were standing. We have been able to lead him towards the unloading place. And this helped us indeed in a very simple way to organize the transport in a correct way. This is a simple example for how we have been using the system in a better way, and also helping the driver, but also the client, of course, to have him unloaded.
So the Visibility Hub has different features that allow you to customize the platform and create a more tailored experience. How have these customizations helped you to meet the unique needs of your business?
We are using the Visibility Hub in a certain way that we see how many transport we have done, where we have been able to have the visibility on the trucks. On the other hand, we have implemented for our own some controls, some checks via Metabase, where we can see do we miss a trailer? Do we miss a driver license number? Do we miss a certain kind of holier? So we have made some checks internally to improve the visibility for us, but also for our clients in a much more optimal way.
Okay. So now that you have been using the Visibility Hub for a while and have a broad understanding on the tool and its features, what are some of the key benefits you have experienced and how has it positively impacted Geba Trans day-to-day operations?
Yeah, as I mentioned before, it helped us in our total care of transport by avoiding a lot of waiting times or waiting hours, cost, etc. So this helped us definitely in a certain way. Another side, we also seeing some advantage to our clients. We are helping also the clients a certain kind of visibility. We can say in an easy way how and where the truck is. So this also helps us. An openness with the client and the visibility is just okay. Being honest about doing the transport. And on the other side, okay, for us it's also having a focus on service, but also a focus on quality. It helps us in having the transport done from A to Z in the most optimal way.
Now, looking into the future, what do you think the role of Visibility Hub evolving within Geba Trans operations and strategies will be? And what future enhancements or features would you like to see added to the Visibility Hub to further enhance its effectiveness for your team?
Mhm. Now, the main advantage which we see is that we have the checks indeed where and which holiers do have the connection. So this helps us in a better optimization in the control on the trucks. On the other side, okay, we are trying to improve to connecting the holiers itself. This optimization is very important for us because the more holiers we can connect in the system, we are able to follow them. So this is the main effort which we have to do in trying to get the holiers connected to the system.
Thank you for sharing your insights and experiences with us today. As we wrap up, what are your final thoughts on your journey with Transporion's Visibility Hub? And what advice would you give to companies who want to start using the Visibility Hub?
I think it's more important for us to get more holiers in the connection for the visibility up in Transporion. So this is a challenge for us. But this is also definitely a challenge for Transporion. The biggest advantage for the holiers is that they prepare themselves very well for trying to get this connection. It takes some time to make the connection, and the customer service within Transporion, they can support the holiers. But it is really very good to know by the holiers, give a good preparation, do know where you have to start with, read the letters very carefully to make this connection also via IT system. And then it will definitely have a success for you, for at least for Transporion, but also for the holiers, but also for the forwarders as Geba Trans to make this.
Well, thank you again, Rob Hermans from Geba Trans for joining us today, and to our listeners for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this talk as much as I did. Be sure to seize the opportunity to avail the free trial period. Conditions will apply by reaching out to us today. Stay tuned for more enlightening conversations in our Carry Community Talk series. Until next time.